Bonjour my friends, I'm Frankie and welcome to Club Foodie. When it comes to cakes, some just need icing to add that little extra flavor, while others require streusel or whipped cream. There are certain cakes though where syrups, glazes or sauce complement them much better. There's this incredible French sauce that goes so well with cakes, breads, or even fruits. In today's episode, I'll show you how to make my Crème Anglaise. This is a must if you like desserts. This scrumptious custard makes any dessert taste lovely. It can also be an ingredient for other recipes such as ice cream, eggnog, Bavarian cream, or even pastry cream. So my friends, let's get cooking.
For this recipe, we'll be using two saucepans. Our first one has half and half, and the heat is set on medium-low. Now, make sure it doesn't boil. That's very important, because we want to see steam coming up, no bubbles. What we want is to warm up the milk. That's all. So for best results, we'll heat up the milk about 15 minutes ahead of time before we start with the egg yolks. All right, the second one has the egg yolks in it, and the heat is off. So we'll add granulated sugar as well as vanilla extract to them. We'll whisk the ingredients very well for a good couple minutes. As we whisk, the egg mixture will start getting lighter in color. You won't see any big difference with mine because I used free-run eggs and they were pretty dark orange in color. Still, they will eventually get lighter. Next, we'll set the heat to low and temper the eggs by adding a tiny amount of warm half and half, whisking constantly. And as the egg mixture slowly warms up, we'll start adding more at a time. You cannot rush this step, otherwise you'll end up with scrambled eggs with a strong vanilla flavor. Not exactly what this recipe is about. Ultimately though, we'll be able to add the warm milk quicker when we feel the egg temperature is not compromised. So when this step is done, we'll continue whisking, making sure to really scrape the bottom of the saucepan and increase the heat to medium to accelerate the process. Let me explain. The temperature of the sauce has to reach between 175 to 178 degrees Fahrenheit. It cannot boil at any time. So what I like to do is to increase the heat to medium and whisk for 30 to 45 seconds, and then either move the saucepan away or reduce the heat down to medium-low for a couple minutes. By the way, did I mention we have to whisk constantly? Yeah, so by going like this back and forth, the sauce won't boil and reduce the time of cooking and whisking. This should take about 15 minutes. So when you cannot feel your arm anymore, it should be done. Again, we're looking for the temperature to be between 175 to 178 degrees Fahrenheit. Another indication to know if the sauce is ready is to dip a spoon. It should coat the back of it, and when we run a finger through it, the sauce should stay separated. So we'll remove from the heat, and just to make sure there are no little bits of cooked eggs, we'll place a fine sieve over a bowl or a measuring cup and run the sauce through. Mine didn't have any, but better to be safe than sorry. Now, if we're not using it right away, we'll place a piece of wax paper, making sure it touches the surface. This will prevent a skin from forming. We'll let the sauce cool for about 30 minutes before transferring to the fridge. And my friends, this is our Crème Anglaise. This sauce is so delicious and versatile. You can use it on fresh fruit and cakes, in pastries and ice creams and more. If you're a serious cook, this is a recipe you should definitely master. I hope you give it a try soon, and be sure to visit clubfoodie.com for ingredient amounts and more info. Until next time, my friends, bon appétit!